Drop.
Love, I'll see you later. Love, I'll see you later. I'm busy chasing paper.
Hello, fly girls and fly guys. Welcome to the ButHerFly Boudoir. I am Madame ButHerFly and we are here. We are back with another review of Chasing Dallas Season 2, Episode 9. Now, I know we are just a little bit late. Maybe just a week late. But we did not get an episode last week, so I'm in the clear. I still got some time. So, I'm ready. If you ready, let's just go ahead and get right to it. So the show opens up where we left off on last episode. We see Reese, Cain, and Ariel in a restaurant, and they are recapping the oh-so-famous fight. Okay, and Reese brings up how CJ, who is a member of production, let him listen to some phone recordings between him and Trey Howard and Dior. Turns out Dior also recorded some phone conversations between him and CJ. It just a mess. You can't trust nobody on the phone. Listen, we texting, but then you can screenshot. So you know what? We gonna sign language. I mean, a mess. Then Reese brings up Antonio. Okay, and he brings up Antonio because he starts to talk about the fight between him and Markel at George's weenie roast. Okay, and he talks about how Markel brought up Antonio to George, saying how he was trying to talk to Antonio while Antonio was talking to his best friend. It was a mess. So then they flash to a scene with Reese on the phone with Antonio. They're having this long conversation. Antonio talking about he gonna press charges, and we just don't even know what they're talking about. This is just a conversation that we just got brought into the middle of and have no idea what's going on. Okay, so after they stop talking about the fight, they start talking about the cast trip to New Orleans. Now, originally, Ariel was going on the trip. She was gonna get wet and wild in the city. She was gonna be more wet and wild than Katrina. But now it done dried up. It's the Sahara Desert because she is not going. Now, she said she's not going because a friend of hers, who's also a transgender woman, was murdered down in New Orleans. So she feels like it's not safe for her to go. Now, although that may be a reason why she's not going, I don't think that's the only reason why she's not going. I think she's not going because Dior isn't going. And it's perfectly understandable why Dior isn't going. He just got into this big fight. So, of course, he don't want to be around the person that he just got in a fight with. He could be embarrassed. He doesn't want to be around, the other cast members because they may give him looks and just talk about the whole situation, and he's just not ready for that. So I understand Dior's reason for not going. Although he said he's not going because it's somebody's birthday. Okay. But Ariel, I think she feels like she doesn't want it to look like she's being disloyal to Dior if she goes on the cast trip. They're very close, they're brother and sister. So I get it why she's not going. But you ain't got to lie, Greg. You ain't got to lie. So next we see Miss Imani that zap, and she's here to fix your shit. This week was very short for Imani. She did not get 2 minutes. I think she maybe only got a minute. But she really didn't have much to say. She was just saying how this was a calm week. She was really just digging into Dior, really. Basically saying, y'all came to fight. You came there with boxing gloves on. And she was like, yeah, Womack threw the first punch, but you was there to fight. You ain't have control of your kids. So basically, she was just giving Dior the business. So I guess he got the weakest award this week. But that was it with the conversation with Imani. It was very short. It was very sad because we've gotten used to her commentary, right? We've gotten used to the 2 minutes because she packs a lot in those 2 minutes. But hopefully we'll get to see more of her on this week's episode if we get it. So next we see Cain. He is working. He is styling a photo shoot for a music group by the name of Fagadelics. Now, I know that word, Femmes and Gems, is offensive to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone who's not a part of the community calls you a femme and gem, you know, it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? So to hear this group call themselves, you know, the name, I don't know. I mean, I would like to know what people in the community feel about that. Do they feel it's offensive? I mean, is it one of those things where, like, we as a Black community, we call each other NIGGA, you know, as a form of greeting, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody outside of the community said, oh, hell no, it's a problem. So I don't know if it's like that, but I felt like it was, whoa, okay. You know, it just caught me by surprise. But anywho, Cain is styling them for a photo shoot. He's working, he's doing his thing. So that was good to see. This show is about chasing your dreams. So it's good to see him chasing his dreams and showing us what he does and how he does it. After that, we meet up with Trey Womack, okay? He is meeting up with his mentor at the tattoo shop where he works at, and he is also recapping the oh so famous fight. So his mentor called him on three-way with the guy in the white towel, the famous white towel. He did a three-way on FaceTime, I believe, to try and resolve the issue. Apparently it didn't work. Trey was saying how in the gay community, things are different than in the straight community when a fight takes place. I'm not sure how it works, but he was saying when someone in the gay community have a fight, that's just it. There's just no making up. It's just over, done. I don't know. But his mentor is trying to get them together to resolve it because the mentor knows the other guy as well, and it didn't work out. So then the conversation turned to Trey wanting to get into body piercing jewelry. He wants to come out with his own line. I guess that could be a big thing. I mean, I know I see a lot of people who have face piercings and, you know, I mean, so that could be a market to get into. But now we also hear Trey talking about he's not this big tattoo artist that we thought he was, okay? Because it was brought up that Dior was saying, you know, I've never seen him do a tattoo. I don't even know if he does tattoos. So Womack said, disclaimer. In the 9th episode, he should have said this in the 1st episode, when he was like, disclaimer, I never said that I was the best tattoo artist. You know, I mean, I do what I do. I mean, I know how to do it a little bit. I've gotten better over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now he's not this big tattoo artist. Now, you know, he's good at piercing. You know, he just does tattooing a little bit on the side. But I don't know. He was talking about, in his confessional, he was talking about how he got clients out the ass. He got to meet up with his mentor. But then when he talking to his mentor, he was like, yeah, I got 2, maybe 3 clients. You know, one of them, she ain't really, you know, she kind of iffy, but definitely got 2 people. That's clients out the ass? You ain't gonna stay on, Fred. You ain't gonna stay on. Why is all your lies all trying to front for the camera? If you ain't busy, you ain't busy. Anyway, so that was a conversation between Womack and his mentor. You know, it was a short scene. This was pretty much a short episode. The last scene in the show was Reese G. He had an interview at the Indeniable Ho Show. Is it Indeniable or In Denial Ho Show? The In Denial Ho Show. He had a radio interview, a podcast interview. He brought George along with him, and the interview was good. It was cute, you know. The interviewers were all in pink. Pink is my favorite color. They had drinks. You know, it was just a whole vibe, you know. So after the interview, George and Reese were talking about the fight. bugging. And he was talking about how Ariel kind of stirred the pot a little bit. Then he talked about how he kind of stirred the pot with Antonio and the situation at George's weenie roast. So they were just recapping on everything, and you know, that was pretty much it. Nothing too big. I did like Reese's outfit, the untucked. You know, I haven't done that in a long time where you got one shirt tucked in, one hanging out, you know what I'm saying? I like George's look as well. I believe he had on a yellow hat and he had on this, I don't know if it was a flower print, but it was a print shirt. I liked it. It was nice. So they both look nice in that scene. But that is how the show ended. Hopefully we get a show this week. We didn't get one last week. Technical difficulties. So hopefully they got it together and we will see it this week because they are supposed to be in New Orleans. You already know. Shout out to Big Frida. So they are supposed to be in New Orleans. Turn it up. It looked like George was about to turn up on Womack. Apparently Womack was on, I believe he was on like a FaceTime or something with King Cain, and George was like, look, me and Cain is in a good place. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. You ain't gonna come between me and him, what we got going on. I was like, oh, okay. And then here come Markel talking about, oh, he told you. Listen, he always got those little shade in there. But I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what's going down. It looked like George got him a little piece of, you know, out there in New Orleans. Y'all know that little clip I'm talking about with him. He hanging all on this little boy or whatever. So we will see. Hopefully we will see it on Thursday. But that was it, you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you would like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so down below. And if you're not a fly girl or a fly guy yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. You guys can also follow me and add me on Instagram and Snapchat at Madame _ButHerFly. All right, guys, until the next time, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself, stay fly.